Hey everybody, just wanted to do a quick update on my transition. I know a few of you are curious what's going on with, things like my surgery and stuff like that. So, and I also wanted to do a video, a little something to show you how fun it can be to be transgender. And not because I'm trying to encourage you to be transgender. You either are or you aren't. It's not something you just wake up and go, hey, I'm going to be transgender. It doesn't work that way. But my updates are, I'm into the 15th month now, and well, going to be heading into the 15th month in September here. Everything's going along well. My medications have been upped again. I'm up to 6 milligrams a day of estrogen. It's estradiol, but I call it estrogen. And yeah, so my papers went in for my surgery, for my bottom surgery, and I have to wait a few weeks for OHIP to approve it, and then I get a package from the Montreal hospital where I'll be going for my surgery, and then it's go time, baby. It's like I'll be offline for a few weeks, but I will come back a whole different person, and I'll be a happy person. I'll be the most happy I've ever been in my life, and that's a big thing. I think the fun things about being transgender are being able to dress up like totally slutty, like you put on a pair of 5-inch heels and a mini skirt, some really nice, dragon lady nylons and stuff, and just be provocative and get people's attention. It seems to be fun when they see us dressed that way. It's not like I don't have a lot of trans friends. I don't hang with any of them because the ones around here are pretty much snowflakes. They're all liberal, pro-liberal, and if you're not pro-liberal, you're not with us, and that's okay. Because, I have an awesome support base. I have a lot of people that believe in me. They support me and they believe in me simply because I'm common sense. I don't get offended by things. If they ask something, I'll make a joke about it, right? And I'll make it fun because I don't want people to feel like they're walking on eggshells around me. That's so important, simply because if you make people feel uncomfortable, they're just going to avoid you altogether, right? So I try to talk to everybody. If they got questions, I'll answer their questions, as long as they're not too personal, like about my sex life and stuff, because I don't have one. But it's like, no, I got a lot of support from people that I couldn't possibly imagine would support me. I mean, I'm talking, people from old eras that that kind of homosexuality wasn't even talked about back then. It was taboo, right? You were like diseased if you were homosexual. So just the transgender thing's like way above them. So, but no, I've got a lot of support, and I'm happy with that. Uh-oh, here come the dogs. And anyway, yeah, speaking of dogs, our dogs got sprayed by a skunk last night. Ooh, the smell. It's crazy. But, so we got them washed and walked and stuff, and it's a little better, but, still a lot of work to go. So, but the fun things about being transgender are the looks you get. Now, there's certain looks you get, like, there's nasty looks, and, you'll always get those. Men and women, and, you'll get teased by people, and, snickering at you. I mean, they're just immature, they're ignorant. They don't understand exactly what trans is, and they may be thinking I'm a transvestite or a drag queen or something, so I don't know what they think. They don't really have the balls enough to come up and tell me why they're laughing at me, and I wouldn't expect them to. But the looks, sometimes you'll get people, like a guy with his wife or something, and he'll see you and he won't want to give you a negative look or smile at you, so he'll just look ahead and totally not look at you, and you can see in their eyes that that's what's going on, right? And it's just so hilarious. And and then you'll get guys that are nudging their wife and doing the eye thing, right? And it's like yeah, I'm trans, give me a break. So there are a lot of fun things about it. If I was to get pulled over by a cop, I could always say, hey, are you pulling me over because I'm transgender? Hey, you're kind of cute. Right? So there's always ways you can use it. You can make people feel uncomfortable by calling them cute, too. I found that out. And it's fun. I'm kind of running with like I was when I first came out. It was very awkward for me because the people's reactions were pretty negative, and it was really awkward. But since about the 6 month mark, I just kicked it in gear, and I'm not ashamed of who I am. So their looks and their comments aren't going to affect me at all. It's just funny how some of their looks are, but no, I made a go at being um, communicative with people, and if they, like I said, if they have questions, I'll answer their questions. I'm not worried about it. I've been called every name in the book in 40 years that I've been trans. Okay, and that's the awkward part of being trans is until you get your HRT and your surgery, it's like a twilight zone. Like you're in the wrong body, but you can't just go and fix it because the availability of surgeries just wasn't there for a lot of years. It's just been in the last decade and a half that they've opened the doors and really allowed us to get our transitions done. So they're looking at now the right angle. They're looking at a bunch of people who are fixed are better than a bunch of people who are kind of in a trance, I guess, yeah, in a state of what they call dysphoria. I just call it a twilight zone because you're like stuck, right? And I don't want to be calling myself transgender. I just want to be able to call myself female, and that's next year. Like I say, in February, my name change goes through. Hopefully, just after that, I should have my surgery, or just before that, and then I'll be complete. And then I'll be able to stand up to people, right? What are you laughing at? And that kind of thing. So it's gonna be different. It's a kind of staircase. You climb up slowly, and people's reactions along the way can be pretty nasty, but I run with it. So that's just what I do. That's who I am, and that's what I do because I am transgender, and I'm having fun with this. I don't want any more threats and stuff. I had physical threats when I first came out. It was pretty sad. How some people react. But I have a pedophile neighbor who's running around calling me a faggot with makeup and a wig. So, did I say wig? And then hopefully in 4 months, I'll be able to use my own hair. I'm going to get it straightened. I'm going to get it styled and colored. Actually colored and styled in that order. So I won't have to wear wigs anymore, and that's going to be nice. So yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update on my transition. Things are going great. I'm really happy. I can't say I've ever been happier in my life, and that's the main thing, right? Is getting this done so I can feel complete and whole. My soul and my body will be the same gender, and that's the main thing. So I hope you all have an awesome day. Again, shout out to my subscribers, and I will talk to you next time.